One of my favourite things about using Soundscape is that it opens up a world of sound play to children. Wordplay is a huge part of a child's world as they're immersed in songs, books, onomatopoeia, pre-literacy sound play and early literacy skills such as rhyme. Non-speaking children and AAC users are excluded from a lot of this communication because they're unable to make the individual sounds or to blend and to work out how to encode and decode the sounds. I'm sure you've all got lots of examples of toys or songs and books that use this sound play, but these are just a few of mine here. You can see that these toys lend themselves to onomatopoeia or to rhyme, and I'm just going to demonstrate how we can use the systems that we've built to use these for sound play. So we've got two different systems that we're using. We can do it in Mind Express or we can do it in the IPA chat. So if I start off by using Mind Express, so a commonly used song that children love to do with the sound play is Old MacDonald. Okay, if children are doing Old MacDonald using AAC, then they can join in with some of the content words. So they may be able to say farm, farmer, and they may be able to label the animals, but they're excluded from the fun parts of the song. So the E-I-E-I-O and the animal noises. So for example, if they wanted to do a sheep, they might want to do
bar,
so they can join in with the bar bit. So that just shows using the IPA screen. I'll just show the next bit using the symbols. So they might want to join in with the E-I-A-I-O. So I can show that they can do the
E-I-E-I-O.
Okay, so there's lots of things that they can do with these sounds and that will help them to join in and help them learn how that they can decode and encode the sounds. There are many, many children's books that use nonsense words, made up words or rhyme to help those early literacy skills. So for example, there's a very popular book, an author in England called Julia Donaldson, where all of her books are based around this idea. One of her popular books is called Zog. A child wouldn't be able to say the word Zog on a communication aid, but if we have a look on here, they can do the Z, and then the O, and then the G.
Zog.
And so they could talk about the word Zog, and the word Zog comes through repeatedly in that book. So that just gives you a bit of an idea how they can do this in Mind Express. I'll now just move on to the other system that we used, just so you can see that one. So the other system is IPA chat. So we've got the two pages, one with the IPA and one with the symbols. So if I just have a look at the symbols there. So another area that children love to do is playing with things like the ambulances, all those noisy toys that do neenor, beep. Okay, so if we just have a go at doing that now, and again I'll use these symbols to show how we can do it. So we can do the N,
E, N, O.
So you can hear there that was the separate sounds, the N, E, N, O. So this system is currently in babble phase. You can see on the side of the screen there, we've got babble mode, but then we can also put it into message mode. So it's now in message mode, so that means we can combine the signs. So we can do N, and you can see that they're building up in that message bar at the top there.
Nino.
Okay, so they can do Nino, and then they can repeat that. They don't
Nino, Nino.
And they can do that as their ambulance and fire engine are being played with. They may also want to add to that by doing more sounds. So we could do, I'm sure some of you are probably ahead of me.
Beep.
Beep. And again, they can do that.
Beep, 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 beep.
That's quite a powerful sound to be able to use in play if they're playing with cars or lots of the other children, and their car can do beep, 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 beep. And then not only have they been able to join in with the other children, but they've also learned about the decoding of the word beep and the fact that it's made up of the three different sounds, the B, E, and P. So I'm just going to demonstrate another way we can use it. So bear with me, as this is a slightly more complicated way, but one of my favourite books is Octopus Octopus. So I'm just going to put it into the IPA chat so that you can see how this decodes this. So for Octopus Octopus, the entire book is full of rhyme. I won't read the whole book, as we will be here for a long time, but we'll just show a couple of the words from it. So I've just put it onto this screen now so you can see how these words are built up. And if we put it into search mode here, obviously octopus is quite a tricky one to work out by yourself. So you might need a little bit of help. So if we type in here, octopus, and then you'll see, so it's guiding me through the word now. So it's doing the O. And as it's guiding me through, it's filling it into the message bar there. So then we can speak it.
Octopus.
Octopus. And that also works with the non-word. So if I delete octopus, and I can also add in then my next word, so you can do the whole of the book. Soctopus. So again, it's guiding me through there. And we can speak the whole message bar.
Soctopus.
Soctopus. So there you go. You can see that you can play with the words. They can join in communicatively with the words, but at the same time, they can see how the words are encoded or decoded. We could then put this back into babble mode, and then they could see if they could do soctopus or octopus, or they can go through that book and try the other words. Obviously, if a child was doing it, they would be using this screen to do that. But I just wanted to put it on the IPA screen so that you could see how the words were built up there. So I find this really exciting. This is an area of AAC which I feel has been overlooked, that children are sitting in phonics lessons and not able to really join in with it. They're not able to join in with that early play, early language. And I think it's a really important area that we need to give children to join in. I've just got another example of a book here. So this is an early reading book, an early literacy book called Shark in the Park. Some of you may be familiar with it. There's a series of them that use the different rhyming words there. So if we work with Shark in the Park, I'm going to go back again there so that you can see the sounds that are built up. So if we do sh, and then r, and then the k, shark, we can then go through this book and do all the rhyming words that go with shark in the park. So then they'll have the same motor pattern. So we've already done the sh, ark, and then the next one might have, so park would be. So you can see you've got your motor pattern of the last two letters are always going to, or the last two sounds are going to be the same. So I find this a really exciting area of using Soundscape. We'd love to know if you have ideas of how this could be used, or if you could see this being used in your exploratory play with children, like playing with sounds. And if you do have any videos, then please feel free to share them with us. We'd love to see what you do with it. Okay, thank you for listening.